twice the European Cup winners in their 30th consecutive season in European competition. The Lions of Lisbon, acclaimed by 12,000 enthusiastic, not to say even fanatical, Derry City fans. There is not more partisan support in the land, there is not more faithful and loyal support in the land, and they are giving quite an acclamation to the two teams as they take the stage on the green sward of the Brandywell, which is looking absolutely impeccable. And aren't those fans too looking at their impeccable best as well? 12,000 in the stadium, and how many more hundreds of thousands taking in this game live. The first time that an Irish club has been televised live in a European fixture. Derry City, of course, the candy-striped army on the right of the picture, and Benfica wearing their away strip of all white. Derry City making one change from the side, which beat Shelbourne by just a single goal to nil here last Sunday. Stuart Gold, their captain, fit again, resumes in place of Paul Hegarty, who is one of the 5 substitutes. Benfica, for their part, feature 10 men who played last week in European competition. The Benfica lineup with 3 Brazilians: Ricardo, the Brazilian captain, Alder, another defender, and Baldo, who plays in the midfield. But we watched too for Mats Magnusson of Sweden, who played against Terry Butcher this night last week in Stockholm. Terry Butcher kept Magnusson scoreless, but that hasn't happened in the Portuguese league, where the big blonde Swede has scored 5 goals in just 2 outings. The Derry City lineup, as I say, with that one change from the team that beat Shelbourne. Gold into his accustomed shirt and position at the back, wearing number 10. He'll slot in front of the back 4, in fact, with Paul Curran and Mick Neville, the 2 central defenders. Derry will look to Felix Healy for goals. He's already notched 7 in competitive matches this season, 2 in the friendly against Finn Harps. Attacking the city end of the Brandywell, away to the left. With Magnusson is Cesar Brito, one of 5 Portuguese internationals who lined up against Belgium, the side beaten 3-0 last Wednesday night in the Hazel in Brussels. The other blonde is the Swede turn. It's Liam Coyle and now Paul Doolan. Pascal Vaudequin and Doolan once more. Healy. And possession now with Benfica. So Benfica's first throw of the match. In goes Curran, first to the ball. And that's another throw to Benfica. There is a slight breeze in the Brandywell, blowing from right to left as we look, so favouring Benfica in the first half. First touch for Tim Dalton, Derry City's regular custodian. Good length on it, Coyle's underneath it, beaten there by Alder. Vida Panera, turn, and Abel, the Angolan. But that's found its way to Healy. And support from Carlisle, trying to get Coyle away, but the last man back was Alder, and he did his job to perfection. Cesar Brito, and this is Valdo. Valdo, the Brazilian, running at Carlisle. Cesar Brito losing out there. It's with Healy. Gold was available, but he opted instead for Kevin Brady. And that's a free kick awarded to Derry City. Certainly the Brandywell looking a picture of the crowd packed in. It brings back, I'm sure, for the older hands among the Derry City faithful, memories of glorious days of yore.
They actually won their first European Cup match at the Brandywell. That was against FK Lyn from Oslo in Norway. 5-1 they won it and proceeded to the second round back in 1965. But they lost away to Anderlecht in the next round 9-0. And opted out of the competition after that. Brandywell having been banned by the UEFA authorities. Well, no question of that happening in this day and age. Brandywell certainly a ground to match them all. That was Stuart Gold with the shot, but it was a long way off its target. Curran. In goes Gold. And it's Valdo. But Vodica, the judge to foul Cesar Brito, which gives a free kick to Benfica. The first chance they had to work on a set piece. And the two players there are Valdo and the one who takes it, who's Fonseca, and Dalton has the cheers ringing around the Brandywell with a clean catch. Healy. Ryan Magnuson. And Neville made himself available. Derry City beginning most composed fashion. They certainly aren't allowing themselves to be intimidated by the presence of an all-international lineup against them. European club competition, very much a cat-and-mouse affair at the highest level, and Jim McLaughlin has obviously tutored Derry to try and adapt their game to the circumstances. One back by a combination of Doolan and Carlisle. Vodica and Felix Healy dispossessed by turn. It's Neville to Doolan. Carlisle. Healy. Carlisle was taken down off the ball, but it's Coyle now. He's found Felix Healy. And that's whistling away beyond Silvino's left-hand upright. What was a great move by Derry City. The referee let the play roll on. Carlisle bundled off it. Out of shot here, but Healy and Coyle really combining so well. Liam Coyle's pass weighted to perfection. Healy finding himself in the clear. He had to go for it first time. And sadly for Derry City, unsuccessfully. A long ball looking for Magnuson. Curran's gone with him. And in goes Brady. And the ball's gone for a throw to Benfica. Another point you might make about the way that Derry are playing it in such composure is that they're not likely to blow up, run themselves out of steam by going hammer and tongs at Benfica for the first 20 minutes or so and then finding they've nothing in reserve. Again, indicative of the sound management and good housekeeping of Jim McLaughlin. Derry's ball. Coyle. Supported by Gold. Benfica with men back in numbers. Abel. Tern. And that's trying to get Cesar Brito away. Good idea, but the pass was just overhit. Paul Curran. Kristic, it's just about his first touch. Ricardo, the Brazilian, has been marking him throughout. Tern. And now Valdo. Tern again. And Curran got it away. But Tern can have another go. Valdo there in support. Tern once more. This time it's for Abel, the Angolan, but Tern, who's involved in most of what Benfica do, unable to make the telling pass on that occasion. He's got another chance. Cesar Brito. Doolan there. Vodica. Kristic. Looking at the obstruction. Ricardo not penalised. Vodica and Bolton together. Pleasant evening in the city of Derry after a pretty damp sort of a day. Though there are clouds overhead, the sky has patches of blue, smiling down on a marvellous sporting occasion. in the northwestern metropolis. Lovely play by Vodaka. Now it's Neville. That's looking for Kristic. Silvino came and made it his. Doolan. It's gone straight to Vitor Panera. And now Veloso. Abel. Vitor Panera and Abel this time. The flag was up for offside. Free kick to Derry City. Encouraging opening. Though, of course, Derry City be all too aware that a team of the class of Benfica perfectly capable of stealing in for the goal that would punish them doubly in the circumstances, being a goal away from home. It's Tern. Curran judged it well. It's Healy. Magnuson. And Healy recovered the error. Carlisle. And that'll go back to Dalton. Worth perhaps recalling that Benfica have made just 3 visits to Ireland in the past. They played Distillery at Windsor Park in 1963 and drew 3-3. They played Glentoran at the Oval in Belfast in 1967 and drew 1-1. Well, here's a chance for Kristic, but it was a long way out. And in any event, the flag had been raised for offside. It would not have counted. And there's the incident again. Kristic, well, I can't see how he was offside there, but perhaps the linesman had spotted another infringement. However, it went wide. It's goal kick. And to complete the statistical rundown on Benfica in the European Cup, indeed any European competition, a chance here maybe to go ahead, but Dalton got down well. Their only other visit to Ireland was when they beat Linfield 3-2 at Windsor Park, and that was 6 years ago. That was a challenge that the referee Goethals didn't like. And just telling Veloso, the Benfica captain, that he will stand for no more of that. Stuart Gold, who's only back in the team after injury. We'll see what happened here. Yes, he really went through him for a shortcut. And Stuart Gold is the player on the deck, receiving the attention from Joe Loughran. And he's repaired Stuart Gold already this season. He'll do his best to make sure he repairs him here. And the crowd will encourage him back. They didn't have to get tickets to get up there, but they've got a pretty good view nonetheless. Not perhaps as comfortable as yours, nor indeed as detailed. The free kick has been awarded. Gold is recovered. Not a particularly good one by McNeville. Let's Gold into the thick of it once more. Alder, and now Neville again. Better looking ball this time. Coyle is after it, but just too much pace on it. Goal kick. It's Benfica's closest call against Irish opposition was in '67, when they drew 1-1 at the Oval in Belfast, and that in fact was how they got through, thanks to the away goal, a penalty by Eusebio, because Glentoran held them 0-0 in the Stadium of Light. So that's been their closest call against Irish opposition. But they have managed only 1 victory in 3 visits to the Emerald Isle in European competition. Kristic, now Coyle. Carlisle is wide in the right. Also support there from Doolan and Vodaka. Seeking the glorious intervention, Pascal Vodaka. They're finding only ball boy. Pascal, who's in his time here met, courted and married a local lady. And that's the Derry City bench with Jim McLaughlin closest to camera and Johnny Speak, their striking substitute at the far end. Magnuson and Brito went for the same ball, and in the end it was Dalton's. It's Carlisle. Confidence to try things on. He nearly tried one too many, Vodka. Neville, Brady. It's an old Shamrock Rovers combination from the old days and almost came off. Now Tern, he's got a little room here. Abel making ground on the right, looking for Magnuson in the middle, and Brito. And now Magnuson, good challenge by Curran, and Healy completing the job. But that spelt danger from Benfica. Mats Magnuson, their top marksman. Of course, this match in Benfica's terms must be seen in context. But they have Derry back in Lisbon, in the stadium that holds twice as many people as live in the city of Derry, in a fortnight's time. So there's absolutely no imperative on them to win this one. Manager Sven Eriksson, the Swede, has a great deal of respect for Jim McLaughlin's Derry. Although they only won 1-0 against Shelbourne last Sunday, Eriksson was here and was impressed with what he saw. And also made the point that on no occasion in his playing career with Gothenburg and Roma and Benfica, when he played matches in Britain, or well, he didn't actually play in Ireland, but making the point about coming to play British teams, that it was never easy. Derry aren't making it easy for them here. It's Felix Healy. He's looking for Kristic. It's back to Healy. And now it's Vodakar. Ball Curran. Tern in the way, but Doolan getting in his way. Healy. It's Liam Coyle. And Coyle doing well here. And that's found its way to Gold. Acrobatics, but not enough to trouble Silvino. But there have been several promising movements from Derry City in the opening 15 minutes of the contest, and Liam Coyle has figured in quite a few of them. They certainly aren't overawed by the opposition here. And again, it's worth repeating the point. The atmosphere in the Brandywell, so encouraging for a Derry City team, so positive. Carlisle. Coyle in here. Asked a lot of Doolan, and he responded. Healy. There were precious few avenues open for Felix Healy there, and he wasn't about to give the ball away on the halfway line. Good sound play. A competitive match, a match of such high competitive nature. 16 minutes on the clock and no goals as yet, but certainly not for the want of trying on Derry City's part. Wasn't quite where Dalton intended to place it, and nor was that what Veloso, the Benfica captain, intended to do with it. Healy who had the final touch, but now it's back with Benfica, and in particular with Tern. Magnuson may have left him a little room in the middle of the half. Tern's gone on to complete the run. Dalton's made the save. Swedish manager and very much a Swedish axis in this team, and Thomas Tern at the heart of most of the Good things that Benfica do. Krstic beaten by Ricardo. It's Krstic. Well, he's had a quiet day so far, but that was less than quiet. He gave away the free kick. Fonseca. Doolan in hard and fairly. Healy, Doolan again. And he's fouled this time by Terry. Highly combative Paul Doolan. And using that spirit to great effect so far. To go to camp. And Healy again in the right place where he's needed. McNeville. Gold tried to get there. Coyle succeeded. Krstic has found his way to Carlisle. Doolan ahead. It was meant for him, but the pass was not of the highest order. Carlisle clumsy in the challenge more than anything else. Free kick to Benfica. And this Silvino, the Portuguese national goalkeeper, one of only 3 in the team who played in the European Cup final of 1988 when PSV Eindhoven beat Benfica on penalties after a scoreless match. Aldo. And again, round Doolan this time. Tern. Curran won it back. And that's Krstic in space. Coyle's in the middle for him. The ball was played behind him. That rather took the impetus out of the attack, and a slack one from Doolan, giving it back to Benfica. And they've found Cesar Brito. Abel. And that very nearly found its way into the Derry net. Dalton had to be swiftly down to knock it away. Stuart Gold perplexed. Benfica have a corner. And across to take it goes Baldo. Derry got themselves in a bit of a tangle there. They'll need to marshal their resources to face this first Benfica corner. Baldo with it. And cleared by Curran. Krstic. Nobody there for either side. Sensible ball to play. That was Fonseca playing it forward once more. And Derry have it back. Doolan, Brady. Good run by Gold. Good challenge by Veloso. But the reason it looked so good was that he'd handled the ball. Free kick to Derry City. 20 minutes gone. Derry 0, Benfica 0. And Healy with the free kick. In goes Krstic. And that's a great save by Silvino. What a superb header by Alex Krstic. He really picked the spot that goalkeepers find most difficult to defend. Superbly flighted free kick. Krstic with a marvellous header. And Silvino just getting there to knock it away off the angle of crossbar and post. And Derry City denied by the brilliance of the Portuguese international goalkeeper. Healy's corner to McNeville, who loves to hit them from here, but loves to hit them rather more directly than that. Goal kick Benfica. Well, that was superb from Derry. Now, the first really dangerous moment for either goalkeeper. Silvino rose to the challenge. That was Tern. Brito, Magnussen, failed to connect. Now Healy again. Boudicca was looking for Doolan, but was rather overhit. But an encouraging first quarter this has been for Derry City. It's won back by Carlisle. Doolan challenged with 2 feet by Tern, and a good bit of refereeing by Guy Goethals. So the Swedes challenge for what it was, and Derry have the free kick. Now Kristic, who'd been well policed up to that, will pose the threat again. Will that mean they'll mark him tight and maybe leave somebody else free? Healy looking for Coyle. Wasn't the best of free kicks from Felix. McNeville back in the danger zone. That should come to Curran. Not too much of that, and he's out of position, and that was an important tackle by Gold to make sure that Benfica couldn't profit from the fact that he was out of position, Curran. Meanwhile, Alex Kristic has committed the foul on Valdo and given Benfica another free kick. Fonseca, Valdo, always the spare man in midfield, and nobody picked up Veloso. Vito Panera, Brito, and Brito's shot was straight at Tim Dalton. Cesar Brito turned well onto that, but Dalton was perfectly placed for the shot he expected. Good turn here, economy of movement. There's a little deflection too, but Dalton was in just the right place. Panera. Abel outside him, and that was Doolan who won it back. And really, Derry City have been very, very sound in their midfield defence. They've won a lot of balls back where Benfica might have been expected to profit more, but Derry have been quick and firm in the challenge and have done well in the midfield. Gold. Healy, Doolan. No foul there. Paul Doolan's had a great game so far. Fonseca. Much too close to Dalton. Fonseca trying another option, sending it along over the top. It was won by Alder. Now it's Doolan again. It's meant to come to Carlisle. In goes Boudicca. Tern has it though. Neville acting the sweeper and aware of where the opposition's coming from and playing superbly to Kevin Brady. Gold. Healy again in support. It's looking for Carlisle. Fonseca, the left back, gone with him. Carlisle's legs and feet not quite fleet enough. Brito, fouled by Boudicca, emphasising the international nature of the contest. The Portuguese striker fouled by the French defender. That's Ricardo. Curran did enough to put Magnuson off. Kevin Brady. Kristic, that looked like a foul by Alder. And Kristic clattered to the ground. Another free kick to Derry City. And another trip to the middle for Derry's bagman Joe Loughran. It's been a very encouraging first half so far for Derry City. 26 minutes of it have gone. They have played the game as it needed to be played, and while it's not all blood and thunder as far as the fans are concerned, they're knowledgeable enough to know that their team is doing really well against the aristocrats of European competition. Benfica playing in their 115th match in the European Cup. They're 165th in any kind of European competition. This is only Derry's 8th match in Europe. Well, you know what that lady feels about it all. And I'm sure she's satisfied with what she's seeing. And we'll doubtless nip inside at half-time to hear what the RTE panel has to say. Away from turn. Back with Dalton. Carlisle. It's found its way to Fonseca. A pass over hit, a throw to Derry City. Which brings us to the 29th minute of the contest. The nearest either side has come to scoring. That superb header by Alex Kristic from Felix Healy's free kick, which saw Silvino soar like an eagle of Lisbon to claw it away at the angle of Brighton crossbar. Kristic, and that's out for a throw to Derry again. Foul this time by Magnusson. Swedish 1-2 didn't work. That's the Benfica dugout. I don't think they're altogether happy with what's been going on. Sven Eriksson, the nearest to us in the spectacles, is the manager. Well, he expected a tough contest, and that's exactly what he's got. That was a little too tough from Paul Carlisle. On Brito, that's a free kick to Benfica. Ricardo. And now Baldo. Panera and Alder. Derry playing the game sensibly again. They're all back, all defending, offering Benfica no space. And there's Kristic in, and Vodacin getting it back to Dalton. And there's really not a lot the opposition can do when you're as well marshalled as that. Jim McLaughlin really has done his job well here. Half an hour of the contest has elapsed, and a highly creditable position for Derry City to find themselves in, and indeed they could have improved on that by one, and Kristic's header got in, but scoreless it remains. Brito. Veloso. And Tern looking at the third point of the triangle. Trying to go the other way, but Carlisle was in the way. And the longer this goes on, the more impressive Derry really become. They're maintaining their shape, maintaining their concentration, and refusing to allow Benfica the kind of opportunities on which they could thrive. Doolan. Oh, dispossessed by Baldo. A rare error by Derry, and here's Brito, but Vodacin, has he got the pace? Yes. Rare Derry error, but there was a Derry man there to cover it up. Though it has given Benfica another corner, their second of the match, which is another indication of how little they've pressed on the Derry goal. Let's hope that's not tempting fate. Vitor Panera was the head of Vodacin and Curran in close attendance, who deflected that away, giving them another corner. Brandywell's gone silent. But they're certainly not on the run of play. Do Benfica deserve anything more than what they've got, which is parity at this stage? Valdo to take the corner. Magnusson had gone short and has now resumed more in the middle. That's Gould's head. And Healy. And lovely skills from Felix Healy to get out of trouble. Veloso. Derry regroup. It's Abel. Turn. Support here from Fonseca. And that was rather close to Dalton, but there was no one there for Benfica to take advantage. A rare moment of indecision in the Derry defence, but Tim Dalton happy to acknowledge that if there was an error, it cost them nothing. That's how it looks just inside the Benfica half. Turn, beaten by Doolan. And in went Ricardo. Well run by Brady. A crowd like that. Now it's Valdo, showing lovely skill. Valdo has Abel there. Paul Doolan made the challenge, and Benfica have the throw. Veloso. Back it goes to Ricardo. And Ricardo playing it forward for Magnusson. Brady got there and was caught by Magnusson. It's brought a free kick. The feet were high. Mick Neville just admonishing the Swedish striker, and the referee is going to have a word to say to him as well. Well, he went in firmly. Kevin Brady caught it. This is how it happened. Magnusson, he was high on Kevin Brady. He caught him chest height. I don't think Brady could be faulted for the way he went in. Perhaps he might have attempted to defend himself more, but Magnusson had the foot up, and the referee was right in the circumstances to award the free kick. So Joe's on again. Mats Magnusson. 5 goals in 2 games for Benfica. Their match against Vedemare last Saturday night brought a 5-0 victory, and he got 4 of the goals. The first occasion in the 2 matches in the league so far that Sven Eriksson was able to put out his full team, including his Brazilians, who had been missing because of World Cup commitments in South America. So they obviously played well again on Saturday night against Vedemare, but I shouldn't think he's all that satisfied with the nature of their performance here, though he will be satisfied that it's still 0-0. That was Kristic, and he was fouled. He was on his way away from the challenge of Ricardo when Ricardo left the foot there, pulled him down. And the irony of that is that had Ricardo not fouled him, Benfica would unquestionably have had the possession back, because Kristic had knocked it too far away. But as it is, Derry have the free kick. Felix Healy will try to punish them. Kristic not quite tall enough. Carlisle back towards Kristic again. Misunderstanding there. Coils in, and Kristic just in front of Silvino, and a goal kick is what results. But what a great 1-2 by Derry, coming from the free kick, and the 2 strikers in the end, the thorn in the Benfica side. Felix Healy floating it. Kristic beaten there by Ricardo. Back again from Carlisle. And there was indecision there. It wasn't Coyle, it was Curran in fact who went in. And Kristic unable to make contact after Curran had made the initial touch. But again, encouragement in the air from Derry City. And Coyle has won it back. Kristic, Coyle again for Carlisle in the overlapping Bodecan. Good shout. That was looking for Carlisle. It's brought a throw. But Benfica have been unsettled twice in the air now. And maybe that's an avenue of approach that Derry might use to good effect. Coyle for Doolan. Healy going in. That's too close to Silvino. This proving to be something of a purple patch for Derry City as they press forward on Benfica, perhaps sensing that there is indeed a way through. Panera and Valdo. Carlisle profiting from a slack pass, and Kristic and Gold. And interesting to note that Derry have 5 men forward of goal of Healy, who was in receipt from Gold, but that went straight to Ricardo. Now the chance of a swift break for Benfica. Turn to Brito. Danger here. But that was not a good ball. Though Paul Curran's header away was not what he intended. It was not the header that he intended. And it's given Benfica another corner. And Magnuson is lurking menacingly on the near post. Gold was taking no chances. Another corner to Benfica. He was near Magnuson and he knew the danger that was posed. So once more with feeling, Benfica. There's Magnuson near post. And they've Valdo and Abel in attendance as well. Magnuson got there, but a goal kick is what results. And Derry can breathe a sigh of relief. 7 minutes to half-time. That's St. Column's Cathedral in the background. Any vantage point will do at the Brandywell today. This is McNeville. Boyle going in on Ricardo. Healy now. Once again a Derry player coming onto the loose ball. And that's over the top from Carlisle to Vaudequin. And Benfica playing themselves out of trouble, and Derry might be stretched here 3-on-3. Valdo for Brito in the middle, Abel and Magnuson. Brito and Magnuson's there and just couldn't control it. And that's certainly the best chance he's had so far. Knew that Curran had misjudged the flight of the ball, but Curran rising in front of him seemed to deceive Magnuson himself. And Derry let off there. Gold. There's Coyle losing out. Benfica stepping up a gear as the final 5 minutes of the first half approach. Fonseca. There's Carlisle. Kristic has had an unhappy enough afternoon, and his control let him down there. Been very closely marked by the Benfica defence, and apart from that soaring header which brought the best out of Silvino, hasn't made the impact that Derry might have hoped. So 5 minutes to the half-time interval, and it's still Derry City 0, Benfica 0. The masked choirs of the Brandywell mount another assault in the Benfica ears. Football chat and Molly Malone ringing out around the city of Derry. That was Tern, and that was Brady, and that's a corner to Benfica. And once again Magnuson moving forward. And this time Baldo will take the corner. Losing his footing on the lush sward in the Brandywell's northeastern corner. Baldo then with the kick, Magnuson with a header, and Vaudequin putting it away. And he wanted more from those up with him. He'd won the near post ball and wanted them to push in on it and put pressure on Tim Dalton, but they failed, and the best they've got from it is another corner. Valdo once more, and this time McNeville's header got there. It's Gold and Curran, and it's found its way to Doolan. But everybody had come back, there was no one to play it to, and that's given Derry the chance to push out a bit, but it has given the throw to Benfica. Ricardo. Baldo. Support from Fonseca. And that was telegraphed, wasn't it? Vodacant to Coyle. He's the only man forward as yet. Vodacant's continued through the middle, and he had just strayed offside. The Belgian linesman right in line with the play, and Vodacant, I would guess, was in line with the last Benfica man back. But the crowd appreciating that swift break out of defence. Coyle holding it up for Vodacant to run from the D. Now it's Carlisle. That's looking for Kristic. Too close to Ricardo, or Alder rather. Veloso. Magnussen. Tern fouled by Stuart Gold, giving a free kick to Benfica. 2 minutes to half-time. No score to the Brandywell. Fonseca. Looking for Abel. Misjudged the flight of it. Brito. That's Neville, and this is Doolan. It's come through to Ricardo. Valdo. And Doolan fouling Valdo. He's none the worse for it, but he has got the free kick. Magnussen. Fonseca with the run up the wing. At the ball, the winner there. Goal kick to Derry City. Rather premature to be calling for half-time. There's a little over a minute to go. And there were a couple of stoppages as well, which would suggest that Mr. Guy Goethals from Belgium could be adding a moment or two at the end of the 45. But it's been an encouraging first half for Derry City. Though, and this is an indication that perhaps, as Pascal Vodacant indulges in some amateur dramatics, indicating that he felt an Oscar was in order for the Portuguese player. Indication that Derry might just be losing their concentration as the half ends, and would welcome the words of their manager Jim McLaughlin in the half-time interval. Carlisle will take the throw. Healy looking for Brady on the far wing. Now it's Tern, it's Kristic. Valdo. But right on the 45 minutes, Mr. Goethals blows the whistle and brings the first half to a close. A half in which Alex Kristic came closest to scoring, and the crowd appreciating the efforts of the Derry City team in holding Benfica scoreless. But that moment of Kristic's will be worth savouring again, rising to meet Felix Healy's header, free kick, heading it firmly into the top corner of the goal, but the hand of Silvino rising to claw it away and keep Benfica on level terms with Derry City. After a first half that was most encouraging from Derry's point of view, a half that I'm sure has produced plenty of talking points, and no doubt that lady from the upstairs window will have retreated inside to hear the views of Ray Tracy, and they will come after the break. Derry will start that second half playing in their candy stripes from right to left. Kristic and Coyle together, and away we go. 45 minutes at the Brandywell in the European Cup. First round, first leg. And the umbrellas tell their own story. Well, there's great length in that clearance from Dalton. Coyle trying to get in there. Cleared by Ricardo. In goes Curran, and he rather missed it first time. And there's a touch on the hasty side the second. Veloso. Valdo. Tern. It's Healy back to challenge. Vodacant. Carlisle. Doolan. The ball hadn't gone out of play, and this is Tern. Two in the middle, Abel and Magnussen. The corner is what results. So Benfica beginning on the upswing. Valdo. And Dalton it didn't appear to know where that one was. Derry came ripping in from Valdo, across his bows, and he was grateful to see it go behind. That was the shot. Angle was difficult, there were a lot of bodies in the way, but Abel very nearly made contact with it. Bolton deceived by the flight and the speed of the ball. It's Alder. Cesar Brito. Looking for Magnuson. Curran was there. Tern. Abel. Tern again. And Curran putting it away. Another corner. Tern pulling the strings in midfield. Magnuson posing the threat up front. And as ever, Mats Magnuson in the area of the near post for the corner, which Valdo will take. And between them they got it away, but only as far as Tern. That rebounded from Neville. It appeared to rebound from Neville. The Benfica players felt so as well. But the referee saw it otherwise, and he's right down there with the action, so he would know. Valdo's corner. Ahead of Curran knocking it away. Tern with the shot. It certainly rebounded from a very posterior. So it was a corner kick which wasn't given. Kristic beaten by Alder. Tern to Fonseca. Brito against Vaudequin. Curran getting it back. Paul Carlisle. Doolan. And Vaudequin. Carlisle. Doolan again making himself available. Now Liam Coyle. Lovely play by Coyle. Silvino perfectly positioned to deal with the threat. But brilliant first touch and close control from Liam Coyle, giving himself the opportunity to fire one in on Silvino's goal. Watch this. Two of them there, but he found his way around them. The shot had pace and power, but not the direction to really trouble Valdo, Silvino. Carlisle, but it's a throw to Benfica. Looked like a foul throw, and that's exactly what the referee made of it as well. Unusual to see such a thing happen at this level. Fonseca not complying with the throw-in law. Carlisle looking for Doolan, now it's Coyle again. Doolan once more. Carlisle. Carlisle colliding with Fonseca. Actually the ball found Paul Curran. And his clearance has given Benfica a throw. Two of them making sure that Mats Magnuson doesn't have too much room. One of them was Curran, and he did his job well. Gold, Healy, and Neville. Kristic and Coyle both wanted played long. But the Derry game today is precise passing. It wasn't so precise. Healy felt he'd been obstructed by Tern. Brady, Gold, and now Neville. Kristic. Doolan trying to get in on it. And Doolan putting out there under pressure. The back pass wasn't quite cut off by Liam Coyle. Last week the Hazel Stadium, this week the Brandy Roll for Silvino. And last week he lost 3 goals. none have beaten him as yet. And Vata, the Benfica striker, being readied for the action, an indication that Sven Eriksson feels there hasn't been enough thrust up front. Vata, who got the only other goal that Benfica had scored in domestic competition this season. All the rest came from Magnusson. Healy. Healy rather easily dispossessed by Tern. The reason was it was a free kick. Free kick to Derry. And now they can make their substitution. Benfica withdrawing Cesar Brito after just 7 minutes of the second half. And he's replaced by Vata. And one wonders, was he carrying an injury? He's gone off rubbing his hamstring, so I would guess that's more of an injury substitution than a tactical replacement. So a straight swap. The first of the substitutions made, striker for striker. Carlisle, now Healy. Vaudecin well picked out. The cross is not a good one. Pascal Vaudecin offers another attacking option to Derry City, but obviously that is not what normally results in terms of the cross that he delivers. And that's the Benfica substitute, Vata. One of the 5 goals against Bedabari on Saturday night, Magnusson notching the other 4. So that striking partnership reunited for the latter stages of this match. 37 minutes in which to trouble Tim Dalton. Veloso. That was Neville. Gold. And Healy. Well, he may not have the young legs anymore, but he still has the very astute footballing brain, Felix Healy, and generally finds himself in the right place to make the most of opportunity, as indeed he did there again. Curran and Coyle. Nice little layoff. Carlisle taking it on. That's for Coyle once more. Support is here from Gold. Not such a good ball from Gold. And Tern able to tidy it up. Tern, who spends his match shuffling forward and back in the midfield. Sven Eriksson still showing no real signs of emotion, but I would think happy enough that it's still at 0-0. This is a tricky enough assignment for them. Benfica expected to qualify, and of course with the 0-0 at the Brandywell they'd be odds on to do so from the home leg, but it's a road strewn with potholes, you might say. A trip in this sort of direction for a team of Benfica's stature. Everything to lose and nothing much to gain because they're expected to win the tie. But Derry are not making it easy for them. This is Gold. Lovely ball into Coyle, and for once his return pass let him down, and acknowledging the error, but he was well picked out by Stuart Gold. Ten minutes of the second half gone. Still 0-0 at the Brandywell. Abel. And Kristic's challenge was too exuberant. Free kick Benfica. No change for Mats Magnusson once more. Coyle, and again beating 2 markers. He really has a lot of the composure most of the time. So once Felix Healy made the error, if looks could kill Paul Carlisle, one is better than that. But Liam Coyle, he's certainly showing why he's attracting the attention of the scouts from across the water again. Doolan, Healy trying to get there. And that's Carlisle biting in. Valdo, turn, Fonseca, and much too long. Dalton affording himself the luxury of a header away. Now Abel trying to chip him, but Dalton was back far enough to make sure that things weren't going to go horribly wrong. Didn't want to wait to let the ball drop into his hands, so took no chances and headed it away. And it wasn't a bad defensive header, up and away. And he was back in time to cover the chip. Coyle pushed turn. It's a good decision by the referee. A little nudge as the ball was dropping. Valdo. Bata. Supporting the outside by Veloso. Turn. And Healy getting there just as Valdo arrived. Perhaps did enough to put him off. So Tim Dalton still with a clean sheet. It's been a remarkable season for Tim Dalton so far. He didn't play the opening match, the friendly against Finn Harps, but he's been a regular in all the competitive fixtures, and it knows he's conceded just the one goal, and that here to Kuldaff and Derry were on their way to a 6-1 triumph. Well, he scored 20 and conceded just one in their competitive fixtures to date, their 6 competitive matches. So domestically they're very much a team in form, and they've shown this afternoon that they are a very, very good side indeed. Fonseca. Veloso. Carrera. Ronaldo. Carrera and Fonseca. And Carrera on the receiving end of every other pass in that movement, but it's gone right across the field. Now they play it forward to Veloso. Abel got in behind Brady. That's Vodacca away. Now it's Tern. And Tern with a strong shot, and Tern has got the goal. Oh, Benfica bided their time, playing it across the middle of the park, waiting for the opportunity. Kevin Brady suddenly found himself 1-on-2, and this was the moment that it all began to go horribly wrong for Derry. Played forward by Veloso to Abel, headed away, not a particularly good header by Vodacca, straight to Tern, who was able to get round Neville and drill the shot low and past Timmy Dalton. And Thomas Tern, the Swedish international midfield player, gets a goal that Derry really didn't deserve to concede, but a series of elementary errors led to that. The marking had gone slack in the left-back position. 2-on-1 it ended up, and the defensive header away by Vodacca was down and straight out to an attacking player, and Mick Neville's challenge might have been more decisive. Tern in the end left from 20 yards out to pick his spot, and he took his goal well. But Derry deserved better than that. Sadly though, what that means, here he is. In fact, I did Mick Neville an injustice. It was Paul Doolan whose challenge was less than decisive on the edge of the area, and Dalton was always going to have a job in his hands to try and keep that one out. So Vodacca's poor header out, and Doolan's attempted a challenge that went wrong, giving Tern the opportunity to get the goal. Meanwhile, Valdo is down and injured. Of course, in terms of the tie, that is really the last thing that that Derry City would have wished that Benfica might have managed this afternoon, because even were Derry to pull it back to 1-1, Benfica would go into the second leg with the advantage of an away goal already in the bank. No wonder those Derry faces are sullen. Certainly I can think back to 67 at the Oval in Belfast, when Glentoran played Benfica off the park, but then gave away what seemed on the night a dubious penalty, and up stepped Eusebio to knock it home, and that decided the tie, because it was 1-1 on aggregate, but Benfica had the away goal and they went through and went on to play Manchester United in the final that year, only to lose in extra time. And Glentoran that year were within a whisker of beating them. Well, Derry had done well up to that point, quarter of an hour into the second half, and then the walls fell in. Derry City 0, Benfica 1. And having played so well for the hour, we'll now have half an hour in which to see if Derry have the resources of character and stamina to maintain the challenge, maintain the concentration, and maybe get one back. Benfica can be expected now to shut up shop. Alder. Panera. And away from McNeville. And a corner. Coaching on the touchline is what the crowd are complaining about. Out of picture, Veloso, the captain. Oh, a chance again, and there off the line by Kevin Brady, but the whistle had gone. In any event, that would not have counted. Has he given the goal? Indeed, he has given the goal. Kevin Brady's header off the line was not decisive, and Benfica have got a second. From the corner, as the crowd was distracted by the coaching on the touchline, there was Dalton's attempted save. The shot beat Dalton, was headed away by Brady, but the goal has been awarded. And Derry City can hardly believe it, but Benfica have got a second goal. And that is surely Derry City out of it now. 64 minutes on the clock, and Benfica go 2-0 up. A goal awarded by the linesman. And here's the corner again. Let's follow the sequence of events from the other end of the pitch as Panera knocked it in towards the goal. It was cleared at that point, it seemed. Alder had another go, and then the shot came in, and that must have been the one that was adjudged to have crossed the line. And Benfica are 2-0 up. Well, that's got to be a talking point at the Brandywell. Certainly Kevin Brady, for my money, was on the line when he headed it away, but the linesman, level with the play, felt that he hadn't been, and so it's 2-0. So in the space of just 4 minutes, Benfica have turned the game on its head, and I would think have really put the tie beyond Derry City, certainly. Doolan. Veloso. Herrera. Ricardo. That's Curran. Magnuson. And Kristic, who's had a quiet enough afternoon. And seen out of play by Valdo. And Kevin Brady, I'm sure, felt he had kept that one out. But the referee and his linesman felt otherwise. It's fouled by Gold. Free kick. And suddenly, what had been an afternoon of all that was good about Derry City's game has now turned out into an afternoon in which the crowd feel their team has been sorely wronged. So Benfica now moving forward slowly once again. And the chance there falling to Vata, the substitute. So the free kick for offside to Derry City. Gold, Brady, and again. And that's on there. And away for, is that a throw or a free kick to Derry City? Challenge was over robust. Can Derry salvage something? There's Felix Healy, up goes Kristic. And goal goes in, but again, it's Veloso to knock it away. But offside this time against Derry City. And the free kick to Benfica. We'll talk about puncturing the balloon. Derry City's afternoon of celebration, the return of really big time European soccer to the Brandywell. The European Cup with a big name team, Benfica. And for an hour it was all going okay, and then in the space of 4 minutes the dream was shattered as first Tern, the Swede, was given too much time and got the shot in, and then Ricardo, the left back, with the shot cleared off the line by Brady, or off the line it appeared, but the linesman was there to signal that it was a goal. This is the incident once more. From the corner by Valdo, there was considerable pressure. Two chances came in. The header was knocked away by Dalton, and then there was a chance blocked by McNeville, but the shot coming in here from Ricardo, the fullback, over the keeper's head. Brady was on the line. Well, he wasn't on the line, in fact. How appearances can be deceptive. He was behind the line when he headed it out. That, of course, doesn't prove that the ball was over the line. It proves that Kevin Brady was behind the line. But on balance, if he was behind the line and headed it on his feet, it would suggest that the ball might well have been across the line. Anyway, it means, whether we like it or not, that Derry City are 2 goals down. Full-back arriving late, getting the goal. Now Coyle, Doolan, and Tim Dalton wants them to get upfield and maybe seek something from the dropping ball. Kristic, Veloso, and now Fonseca. Pereira. Turn. And Fonseca on the overlap. Well, that was Vodacans' challenge that put the ball out. It's a corner kick to Benfica and a chance for them to make another substitution should they so desire. And they do desire at this moment. So Abel will make his exit and Chalana is the one who comes on. Chalana, who has European Cup final experience with FC Porto when they won the Cup 2 years ago, beating Bayern Munich in Vienna. So he goes on, £1 million man who couldn't keep his place in the lineup, but has gone on now with 18 minutes to go. He's on, and Abel is off. Derry persisting with the 11 who started the match. Doolan. Gold. Doolan again. Dispossessed by Vata. Pereira losing out to Doolan. Brady. Coyle. And Healy on the run here. And Felix Healy with a shot. And the post saves Benfica. But Paul Carlisle exacts the retribution. And that is no more than Derry City deserved. Coming with 17 minutes to go, should set us up for a barnstorming finale. Felix Healy did so well across the bows of the keeper. He might have had a touch, the post saved them, but Paul Carlisle wasn't going to miss from that kind of range. A superb half volley from Paul Carlisle. What a way to score your first goal of the season. Brilliant finish by Carlisle, and really no more than Derry deserved. Pereira, Benfica, now know they're in a contest. And what a shame that that second goal had to go in for Benfica, or we could be looking at a Derry City revival that might even lead to a victory. As it is now, they're trying to salvage a draw. Stuart Gold has been admonished by the referee, but Paul Carlisle is the man of the moment, really, from a Derry point of view. Healy pouncing on the loose ball, a great shot across the keeper, back out off the post, not properly cleared. And watch Carlisle look up, seize the opportunity, and fairly drill it home. It went in off the knee of Fonseca, but I think the pace of the shot was really going to take it home anyway. And Paul Carlisle, a favourite here, local lad, strikes gold, gets the goal that makes it Derry City 1, Benfica 2, and there are now 15 minutes left to play. I don't really believe that Fonseca will hold up his hand and acknowledge that that is an own goal. I think it was certainly bound for the target from the moment it left Paul Carlisle's boots, and the power and the pace of it were going to take it past whoever got in its way. Great goal by Carlisle. Now it's Curran, the crowd rising to Derry City. Doolan. And that went out off the Benfica defender, but another decision by the referee that I think television would show was erroneous. I'm not suggesting that he got the goal wrong, but there was a goal kick to Derry that might have been a corner to Benfica. However, Derry have the ball back. Let's see if they can raise their game for the final quarter hour. No, there's Tern in on Coyle, and the free kick. Curran fouling Tern. Derry City back into the game and encouraging those fans to sing them out, and maybe sing them on to a memorable victory. Well, maybe that might be asking a lot. 2 goals required for that, but there might be another one in it for Derry, which would at least secure the honourable draw. Veloso. Chalana. Tern. And Chalana felt Tern might have been slightly more precise with the return. There's 13 minutes to go now. 2-1 to Benfica. Goals coming all in the second half. Brady. And Liam Coyle pushed in the back by Alder. Well, that's the Derry hero. And they'll be singing songs about him tonight, one way or the other. Whether the goal proves to be the consolation or indeed a turning point in Derry's fortunes in getting back into this, it was a goal they'll talk about for a long time. Chalana. Valdo. Stopped by Veloso. Now Healy. Vata. That was Doolan getting it back, and now Kristic round Tern. The shirt was pulled, the free kick's been awarded. Scorer of the first for Benfica, Thomas Tern. It's Derry City's free kick. And McNeville to take the free kick. And even if Derry's cause in the 2 legs looks hopeless, well, I think they'd still welcome the all-out effort right up to the finish. The Derry fans be prepared to look on this as a one-off, particularly if Derry were able to secure something more than a 2-1 defeat. That was offside. Alder's free kick. It's found its way to Coyle, and Doolan takes it on. Now it's Healy, creator of that goal, trying to get Vodacant through. Ricardo back. Derry's throw. Neville. Doolan. Healy. Fonseca. No one there to trouble Curran. 10 minutes to go. It's Derry City 1, Benfica 2. Still time for Derry to salvage their pride. Now that's gone to Coyle. Vodacant. Healy trying to get it back to Coyle. Of course, this is the stage that the fatigue will set in. Gold has won that back. It's now Kristic giving it away. Healy. That was Chalana. Neville. Of course, the limbs always feel that bit more tired if you're trailing. But Derry are within 1 goal of their illustrious opponents. Veloso. Now Valdo. Chalana. That's Carlisle, the goal scorer, with him. And a loose one from Valdo, but Chalana just caught Carlisle as he went to play the pass. And Paul Carlisle is down and feeling the pain. Fonseca. Chalana. And Vodacant was caught there. We want to run that off. Doolan playing it wide toward Brady. Brady went in bravely, and Veloso just caught him as he went down. Kevin Brady lacks for nothing in the department marked courage. Veloso just being spoken to by the referee, who hasn't taken a name in this match. It's been played in a very good spirit. This was the incident. Brady wasn't a particularly good ball, a lot was asked of him, but the Portuguese defender did go in with a foot up and caught him in the rump. Well, Kevin Brady went bravely into the head where others might have feared to go. But he's restored. And the free kick that McNeville will take. Kristich couldn't reach it. Panera away. It's now Healy once more. Knocked away by Magnuson in the defensive role. Odekin. Now it's Valdo. Tarrant. Making ground on the right was Panera. But Gold made a telling interception. That was a foul by Veloso, and advantage has been played because the ball reached goal. Now it's Coyle. And Derry have got the corner. Well, the ball didn't actually cross the line on that side of the corner flag, but it did give them a throw. Offside against Felix Healy. A little over 6 minutes to go now. Derry City still trail Benfica by 2-1. Curran. Coyle nicely laid off to Doolan. Now Gold. Brady's gone forward as well. That was rather aimless. Gold again. Doolan. Brady. Veloso there. And Veloso holding onto the ball. That means a free kick to Derry City. Can Felix Healy profit? 5 minutes to go. Derry City with a set piece from which they would dearly love to fashion an equaliser. In goes Kristich, put away by Alder for a corner. The fans rise to their team, and I'd love one from him. Coyle wants it at the near post. Healy wants them to offer him a little more to aim at. That's towards Kristich. Neville. And Kristich falling over. Couldn't direct it onto the goal. McNeville's was the shot from outside the box. But Kristich was the last to touch it on its way behind for the goal kick. Goal kick by Silvino. Not exactly a hurricane that's blowing in his face. Derry City's throw in. now Tern. Panera. Tern again. Brady. And out off Stuart Gold. Throw then to Benfica. Just 3 minutes remain. Benfica lead Derry City by 2-1. Veloso. Fonseca. Curran just losing it. Tern. Magnuson. And still it's Magnuson. That's the side net. But the way the rigging rippled there, indicative of the power in Mats Magnuson's shot. But the first real shot in anger he's had, for a goal scorer of such lethal class, the fact that he's been kept so quiet says a lot for the combination of Paul Curran and Mick Neville at the heart of the Derry defence. There's Carlisle. This is Fonseca. And Curran putting it out of play. This is Mick Neville. That's Carlisle. And now Doolin to Brady. That's Veloso, fouled by Krstić. Free kick. Was it? Free kick to Benfica. Well, sad faces among those looking after Derry City. Superb first half, then 4 minutes in which they lost 2 goals. 4 minutes in which the tie fell apart as far as Derry were concerned, and though Paul Carlisle got that consolation, it was all too late. They battled and tried, but unfortunately, from a Derry point of view, there was to be no way back. And now inside the final minute, it looks like they're going to have to be satisfied with the European Cup defeat. They looked back on a proud record. Only one European Cup match, of course, at the Brandywell, but that was a 5-1 victory over the Norwegian side Lyn of Oslo. So a proud one-match record in European Cup competition going west. Benfica, team of all the talents, 10 international players involved in World Cup matches this day last week, come to the Brandywell on the 13th of September and lower the colours of proud Derry City with 2 goals in the space of 4 minutes. That's it all over. The final score is 2-1 in Benfica's favour. Paul Carlisle's strike, 17 minutes with a finish, giving the fans something on which to look back, but they're really acclaiming a memorable footballing occasion in the Brandywell. A day in which Derry football won again, even if Derry City Football Club had to be satisfied with a 2-1 defeat. 2 goals in 4 minutes for Benfica. Tern first, then Ricardo, although it appeared that Brady had cleared his shot off the line.